When the Yeti came down from the hillside, he had vengeance in his eyes and great big bulging thighs. And the Yeti came in to the middle of my bedroom and he said, You got a verse? You got a verse in you? So I jumped out of my bed and I grabbed him by his head. He hadn't combed his hair in 70 years. This is the thing we're writing about right now. And so my hands, they slipped right through his greasy hair. And they landed on his knee. What the fuck?
He said he had big thighs.
Oh, that big beefy thigh.
Yeah,
thing
look how
right
beefy
there.
those are. That's beefcake right there.
Yeah, that's very beefy. Just about to get to the good part, though. So I said, Mr. Yeti, you need to go into the bathroom and get some of my pomade. And he said it's pronounced pomade. That's enough of this.
Mr. Stimpack is right. That should be the catch line for our show.
What should
It's
be?
like shitty Tenacious D.
Okay, I'm especially sorry to Lauren. She didn't have to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone nice like that. All you other slobs, you deserve it.
In England, they're actually offended by the word Yeti.
Yeah,
so,
it is. Yeah,
it's basically like we were just yelling a bunch of like really upsetting words.
Words have different meaning where you go. You know, in America, you know what a fanny is, right? It's
part of a pack, like a fanny pack.
Yes, they came in a fanny pack.
Yes.
No, it's your butt.
What?
In America, a fanny is your butt.
It's your butt.
So one day, Picard yells to Worf. He says, "Worf, your head looks like a fanny." Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that episode? Episode 74.
Isn't that from Family Guy?
Shh. It's from the show. It's canon. And fanny in English, in proper English, not American. We speak American. It doesn't mean butt.
What does it mean? I'll bite. What does it mean?
Vagina. Actually, more like a labia, I guess, because the vagina is the inside cavity, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're just joining us here, we're going to discuss the entirety. No, we're not. We're not going to. It's no anatomy.
It did it again!
Fuck!
Every damn time!
You don't understand. Like, before we went live,
Yeah.
I checked it, and I was like, okay, good, the right thing is there. And as soon as you hit live, it switches
it changes
them.
it. Rigor, congratulations, you're finally the sword
do
slinger.
that?
Be right back.
Thought we said we were going to use Vivaldi in for the second thing.
I thought we said we were going to do that too.
Well, whose fault?
Run's fault.
Who? I don't know either. Well, the show's canceled, but the meeting's not, so stay here.
Yeah.
So I did some. Oh shit, boys, fellas. This is not officially started yet, even though the intro started.
You guys, I'm sad as I've ever been. We can't find the remote for the smoke machine today.
You guys know that you can watch this on SeriousBusiness.tv. Have you heard of that website?
SeriousBusiness.tv sounds provocative.
It is. It's there's no fannies.
Yeah.
But so anyway, I threw this together in haste. You guys can actually come here and watch. I wonder if we'll get banned for streaming ourselves. You're not supposed to stream other streams. We're streaming ourselves on another website.
Streamception.
Yeah, but anyway, you guys can go there and watch it. The main reason I made this is because I discovered, lo and behold, that not a lot of people who love the Tech Syndicate tech content enjoy the more irreverent, ridiculous, and silly content that we do here with Serious Business. So I'll throw those onto Serious Business. That doesn't mean that Tech Syndicate's going anywhere. In fact, we're now part of the Lenovo Legion, which is nice. So we'll be doing some tech content with them. And we got some more tech content coming up for Tech Syndicate, but Serious Business will be a little different. you guys can go there. But also, I'm going to put something on accident when it's on purpose and by accident.
Why do Americans say on accident when it's on purpose and by accident? Oh, I get it.
For the same reason they say I couldn't, or I could care less.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to say because I always say I couldn't care less. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I say that. Anyway, so the other thing we're going to do with SeriousBusiness.tv is I'm going to commit for the next 4 months or so to do one skit per month, which will be like a produced video, similar to the Comcast video that some of you guys saw. And we'll put those on Serious Business because they don't exactly fit on Tech Syndicate. So it'll be an additional thing that we'll be doing. Right?
See our battle jackets.
Our battle jackets.
It's probably not what I assume it is.
On accident. I used to joke around about all that stuff. People would be like, oh, there was a thing happened on accident. I'll be like, okay, I'm going to get in my car and just go run people over and we'll call it on purposes and stuff.
It's totally what I thought it would be.
Punk rock metal stuff?
Yeah, it's jackets that are metal as fuck.
Battle jackets.
Yeah. Thank you, Mike Hickey, 95.
Let's talk about something.
You're hicking with the Angels now.
Let's talk about some serious stuff for a minute. This is serious business after all. Gene-edited babies have been born in China.
Yep, they've confirmed it.
So this August came out. They were like, we have to confirm this. Nope. Sure. I'm not going to try to pronounce his name. Or should I?
Yes, you should, obviously.
Well, his name's He. Mm-hmm. So...
Jiankui? Jiang? Let's
Jiankui.
Let's pronounce it like an American here.
He Jiankui?
He Jiankui.
From Beijing.
Yeah.
Wow. I hope you're offended. That would just make my little day.
Yeah.
My heart will beat
extra fast.
Yeah.
So, anyways, he's made gene-edited babies.
Now, the Chinese government has said, like, this is not okay, this is not legal, and they've even gone so far as to say he was working with foreign entities and stuff like that, which is probably what they say to make it look like, it's not like we didn't know what was going on. He was working with foreign entities. That's a good way to, like, remove it from their responsibility realm, I guess.
It's like pleading the fifth.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it was foreign entities. Way out of our control.
The other thing that's interesting about this is, in the article here, reading this, since I don't know anything about it, they said... This stuff is going to be relatively easy for someone who has a novice level training in a laboratory. Yes. They'll be able to mess around with this stuff. I don't know. See, like the thing that I see right here is this guy's name is He, right?
Yep.
Why didn't you make He-Man? Like, well, you missed your opportunity for the first gene-edited human to be He-Man. Could have done it. Maybe he'll turn into that. I don't know. So if you guys could make, like, whatever kid you wanted to make, like, what would you guys make? We're going to just skip past all the moral stuff because it's going to happen.
Yeah, okay. So
and humanity's over.
So we're talking the ultimate super kid here is what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right.
What would you put in if you're stirring up the batter? Yeah. What goes in there? What are the ingredients?
If I'm making my own Powerpuff Girls here.
Yeah, what are the ingredients, right?
Obviously they need to have spider climb at will. I'm putting this in terms of D&D powers. Spider climb at will, or as a constant effect. Comprehend languages is a constant effect.
Comprehend languages.
I just want it to. I don't want to have to teach it a bunch of English. I want it to come out already knowing it. So maybe a second set of arms. I don't know. I think it would be cool. Like they can be vestigial, I guess, but I'd prefer that they were actually functional. Can we have one episode where I don't talk about having a second set of arms? Thank you. And
genius.
And night vision.
Night vision.
Yeah.
Anybody in the comments, come on, people. You guys have to have ideas for what you would stir up and make the perfect human. But that's an even better idea. We make these superhumans and harvest their super stem cells so that we can implant them into ourselves and live forever and have... I want frog legs so I can leap like a frog.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What do we got there?
Is it safe to swallow gum? What is the 2019 mentality towards swallowing gum? Yes, it's okay to swallow gum. It does not stay in your body for 7 years, as the old wives tell
Really?
Those. No, it does not.
It's really?
No.
I don't know. I don't.
It stays in there for 15.
Do people still chew gum?
Yes.
They do?
Yes.
That's news to me.
Yeah.
Who chews gum? Who among you chews gum?
People that are either too cool or not cool enough to smoke cigarettes or vape.
What the hell is our password?
Let me just say it out loud on camera, okay?
That work? Please work. Yes, it worked.
Great.
All right, I'm doing something on Twitter right now.
Okay, what are you...
All right, so over on Twitter, Tech
nice.
Syndicate.
Yeah.
If you guys ask us any questions, we'll be answering those.
Yeah, we're just going to answer... Bring us your questions, whatever. We will answer them, possibly even truthfully.
Possibly.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to China here. This is
back in China. Meanwhile, back in China.
This is where all the stuff for the rest of the world is happening. Since they're actually moving forward instead of moving backwards like most countries in the world. Moving forward recklessly, I should say.
Yeah.
Like just with reckless abandon, they're like, should we sit down and talk about this? No, let's just do it.
Yeah.
Cameras on every corner, let's just do it.
It's easier
Facial detection.
It's easier to do it and ask forgiveness than to ask permission, apparently.
This is Pandora's box, though. And they're not like... It's like, imagine a really fragile Pandora's box that you give to, like, the most obnoxious child in the world for Christmas, and they just open it with a hammer. That's what China... China is the most obnoxious child ever, opening a very fragile Christmas present with a hammer. That's it.
Like the Nintendo 64 kid.
Yeah, they're Nintendo 60... Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Gene editing!
So WeChat is like the most popular app. It's made in Shenzhen. It's very similar to any other chat app you've seen out there, but it also has Instagram elements. It also has its own store. It also has like some Facebook elements. It's like this huge combination of lots of different social media ideas. And it's huge. Over in China, if you want to talk to somebody, you typically have to download WeChat. And they have their own app store inside the app. Mm-hmm. So one of the apps that they now have is a debt shaming app that pinpoints people within, 500 meters?
Yeah.
Like half a freaking...
So you can just freaking walk around and see what other people's credit scores are and shame them, apparently, as a result. Like, you can be like, oh, 200 over here. I'm really fucking it up for everyone. Oh, look at that guy. Oh, look at that kid, you know.
It pinpoints where they are, so you can, like... I mean, I wonder if this is going to cause, like, people who have good credit, like snooty stockbrokers and stuff, to, like, circle around and beat up people they feel like are deadbeats. And they even call it, like, the deadbeat debtors. A map of deadbeat debtors.
Jesus.
Like, seriously?
Map of deadbeats? What is this, the Find My Father app? Oh!
Yeah. And that hits some people close to home there.
Yeah. Everybody's asking where we were last week and what was happening last week.
We just didn't do anything. I don't
know. I can make something up. Here we go. All last week was the Wolf Blood Moon, right? Mm-hmm. Right? So, as you all know, that is the time of year when the veil between the supernatural world and the real world is at its thinnest.
Thinner than
on All Hallows Eve.
Thinner than Samhain,
yeah,
all right.
Yeah, way thinner than Samhain, like by like 30% more thinner.
Because it's Blood Wolf Moon, yeah.
Yeah, so there are several species of animals that actually turn straight up vampiric during this time, and it was up to Logan and I to put an end to it. You probably haven't seen any of the reports about the vampire rhinoceros attacks that happened throughout San Diego, but let's just say it could have been worse.
Yeah. It's not that big of a deal because I'm Dan Peel, so just make sure everybody knows that.
JW, are you playing your first D&D session tomorrow, or are you DMing your first D&D session tomorrow? Because my advice to you is going to be completely different.
What do?
Yeah.
Get healthy snacks.
Yep.
Carrots and whatnot to make your brain go.
Playing? If it's your first time playing, just have fun. Ask a lot of questions. Have fun.
Oh, and one thing I'll say for people who are first time playing, just stay inside your own character. I've had a couple people who are first time players who think that it's their job to also create the universe. Mm-hmm. So you'll be playing and they'll be like, oh, I'll say like, okay, you're in a big room. There's a bed over here and a table over here. And I'll be like, okay, well, I go open the closet door and get a jacket. Yeah. Like, there's no closet. Well, yeah, I open the closet. No, there's no closet. So you don't create anything in the universe. Just as long as you understand that and you're only your character in a universe created by the Dungeon Master, then you'll be totally good.
Yeah, so just have fun and just kind of go with it. Chances are the DM's going to tell you all the rules if you don't know how to play, and they'll, like, really you can go like, oh, I want to do this, and the DM should be able to be like, cool, roll this and this, and you'll be fine. So just have fun and try your best. you really like. You're gonna learn the rules as you go. Don't worry about it too much.
Crazy Black Dragon wants to know what level I'm at from after all the Blood Moon slaying. I took to the mountain and stayed in the middle of nowhere and gnawed through a couple of trees. But people are really sensitive about murder around here. It's weird.
Yeah,
I don't know. Portlanders are just so sensitive.
They are.
You start murdering a couple of them, and then they all come out and start screaming their justice and all that stuff. And you're like, come on, I just killed a couple people.
Yeah, it's just a couple.
And then they're like, what color were they? I'm like, they were only white. It's okay. You know, I'm getting them back for all the tribulations and stuff, the trials and the problems they've caused in the past. And like, oh, cool, you're eating white people. That's fine. But you got to be careful. What if one of them's 10% something else? I'm getting into some dark territory.
You are getting in really dark here. This is what happens when we take a week off, is you just get dark. All right.
All that sunshine.
As for dice that I recommend Chessex Faux Metal Jacket. See right there? Faux Metal, F-A-U.
Those are pricier than some.
They're a little bit pricier than their normal Chessex ones. However, they have like a really cool metal coating to them, so they're a little bit heavier, and they just roll pretty nicely and stuff, and they're a little bit more durable than their plastic ones and have like a cooler finish to them. Recommend.
We got a lot of gaming stuff to talk about this week, and we're going to go straight to it right now. Blizzard is going to be working with Google to showcase some of Google's DeepMind. You guys have seen DeepMind. It's worked on. It's done some of this stuff in the past, but now it's getting really good. It can beat the AI on insanity mode more than 50% of the time usually.
It's better than I can do.
But what they did was they fed it some other, like, I guess they let it watch other people play the game, and then that's when the AI was like, oh, I got to rely on macros and get my whatever it is, attacks per second up, or my actions per second way up. Got to go up. So, I think AI like this could be the future of video games. That's the bigger implication, is like, having a more lifelike opponent, that sort of thing. But it requires so much processing power to do these sorts of things. Right now, we're gonna have to wait a long time to get something like this.
I'll stop. Better now. Just put them down before I take them away.
There.
Yeah.
Just rearranged them.
Yeah. Thanks. That was helpful.
I hope so.
Yeah, I feel helped.
Nudity's cool and all, guys, but you should get a t-shirt.
But sometimes you have to go out in public.
Yeah.
Why not get yourself a t-shirt?
Yeah, if you don't live in one of those cool places where nudity's allowed in public, you might need one of these t-shirts. I highly recommend the Zweihander facing the Rognaloth shirt.
Yeah.
Highly recommended.
Keep in mind that we only want you to cover up your chest. We do not care about pants.
Oh, no. It's just like a cartoon.
Yeah. Donald Duck it wherever you go. That's the moral of this.
And then if you get arrested for your bits, just be like, I'm doing what I learned from cartoons. And see how fast they ban Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
Just what's going to happen.
Yeah, sorry you got timed out there, Rigor.
What happened to Rigor?
He tried to make a fake website to post to us and got timed out after becoming the sword slinger. It was...
Well, I missed you, man.
Evidently, the banhammer is more powerful than the sword.
Whoops.
Sorry, dude.
Maybe the sword slinger... No, we shouldn't do that. I was going to say maybe the sword slinger...
Short slinger show?
The short slinger. Sean Connery plays the short slinger.
There's a sword slinger.
Anyway, also grab one of these mice while you're over there, and I'll have a sale next week. Maybe. If you guys buy a bunch this week, I'll have a sale next week.
Yeah.
All right, we got a couple of mods to talk about. Return to Castle Wolfenstein was one of the first new Wolfenstein games. I believe that was Raven Software who made that for id back when.
Oh, yeah.
This is a really fun game, but it's starting to look a little old. Venom Mod will update it, give you some better enemy AI, and just better textures and all that sort of thing. I think this is very... If you like all the id kind of games like Doom and stuff like that, this one is a ton of fun. Anybody else want to second this? Come on. This game was ridiculous amounts of fun, I thought. So, yeah. It's an old game, but it looks pretty damn nice. So, there's that.
This one I think is awesome.
Well, it's not finished yet.
It looks really cool, though.
So this is the original Doom, right?
Yep.
But it's not finished. Like, right now, you can't really do much. But you can still wander around the world.
But yeah, it's the Zelda overhaul. Like,
it's the original Zelda game. Wander around, fight a few monsters. Right now, I guess the sprites and stuff, they only have front, back, and the sides. They only have it from 4 angles. So all the angles, like while you're moving around in Doom and stuff, or these old guys in Doom, there are several different angles of the sprites as you're moving around them. So it's not just one side. So now it looks a little weird. The billboard, whatever, kind of looks like a billboard flipping. But Zeldoom would be, if they finally get this finished, however many years it takes, I'd love to play through this game, especially the dungeons and stuff. Getting the key, getting through all the different dungeons. The original Zelda, like Zelda 1, probably has better dungeons than Breath of the Wild. I mean, Breath of the Wild is a totally different style of Zelda game. It's more about the world and what are those things, the trials and all that stuff. It's more about
the shrines.
Yeah, the shrines. It's more about the world and the shrines and the exploration. But they kind of lost something when it came to the bigger dungeons with intricate designs and stuff. They're smaller and they all kind of look the same in the new game. There's not that. There's not that much
in the new game, it's about how you manipulate the dungeons, like because the dungeons are the 4 divine beasts, and it's all about how each one of them has their own like special way that you can manipulate them to like solve the puzzle.
But I mean, compare that to all the other Zelda games that have much larger dungeons, way bigger dungeons. Like some of those dungeons will take you you could do most dungeons in a couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours on Breath of the Wild. Some of the dungeons on the other game's first time playthrough, it'll take you all day. Like you're like, oh, I got to figure all these puzzles out, and this thing does something here. But so I would love to play through that again in the Doom engine. Give me all them wads. All right, more gaming news. So Cyberpunk 2077's head writer, he's gone, and he also what's his name, Sebastian. He was also one of the main writers. Yeah, there's multiple writers on this game, and multiple head writers and that sort of thing. And I think some people have been like, "Oh no, he's going to Blizzard. That sucks." He's going to be like more. He'll probably be more restricted in what he can do at Blizzard. I mean, what could he possibly be working on? Blizzard? Does Blizzard even do story stuff? I mean, WoW has a lot of stories in it, but what have they done besides WoW that has any kind of story?
I mean,
content?
for Diablo 4, they're going to have to figure out how they bring Deckard Cain back from the dead. So, I mean, that's going to take some.
I always
clever
forget
writing.
about Diablo. So yeah, they'll need a story for Diablo, I guess. But yeah,
because obviously Deckard Cain's going to have to somehow come back in Diablo 4 and tell me to stay a while and listen.
Right. I don't see too big of a reason to make a big deal out of this.
Folkman brings up a good point, and they brought this up in the article too. Is like this could just mean that he's done with Cyberpunk 2077 and has moved on.
Okay, well, the way that it normally works with companies that are that big, any company that's that big, Rockstar, EA, all those guys, they've got their writing team, right? They're working on a project, and they've got this game. They get all the dialogue written and recorded and stuff, and a lot of that stuff happens while the team is finishing another project. So they're working on The Witcher 3, right? And he's doing a lot of the stuff for that. He finishes. As soon as he's finished with The Witcher 3, it's like, okay, good. Send that to the programmers. We'll call you if we need any rewrites or if anything goes wrong. Get that in the hands of the guys who are making the game. And what we need you to do now is start working on Cyberpunk immediately. So while Cyberpunk's not even announced basically yet.
Yeah.
So the weird thing for me is like, what was he going to be working on next? Cyberpunk 2079? So, what was the next thing, and why is he not working on it? Because they've obviously got more games. Witcher 4, what is it? And what went on behind the scenes that made him like want to leave? Maybe it was too chaotic. Maybe they were too ambitious. Metroid Prime 4 got scrapped.
It's an article.
It's an article in here.
It's that one right there. If we want to jump to it.
Yeah.
So, Metroid Prime 4, we're going to have to wait even longer for it to come out now. Basically, what Nintendo said was that where they were at with the project in the point in time, it was not where they wanted it to be, and it wasn't on par with what they have done with the other Prime series. So they kind of scrapped all of it and have now gone with a different company and are building it back up from the ground, from the ground up. So it's
retro. I mean, why don't they just do it in house? Isn't that how they did most of the Metroid games? I guess I don't know. Metroid Prime would be cool. I'd like to see just another side-scrolling Metroid game with modern technology. That'd be pretty cool,
They
too.
did that for the 3DS.
Yeah.
A couple years ago. It was alright.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, so there's that bad news. What is this?
Oh, that's the...
Oh, yeah.
That's that.
Are you guys ready for the most extreme esports thing I've ever heard of?
Yep. Farming Simulator.
$250,000 total price.
Euro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Euro. I'm sorry, euro. That's even more when it comes to dollars. 250,000 euro prize pool. Yeah.
For like 10 different events of farming.
Farming is hardcore. This is. Did you just pog champ? Get her out of here. No more pog. Did you just pog us? How dare you? You know we don't do that. We're way too old for these things. I'm triggered.
No.
I'm trying to pretend I'm triggered. Look at these guys. How serious they are. This is like.
That guy's got a beard like an actual farmer.
But he's sitting in his computer.
Yeah.
And see that I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think was going to happen?
Certain people, you say don't do that, and they do it 50 times.
Yeah.
That's
what did you think was going to happen?
Oh, I expected that. That's what I expected. So yeah. You know what the best part of this entire thing for me is? Esports are kind of whatever, but the announcers. Like, I really enjoy watching the announcers get. Let's give me a little volume here.
Oh my god, he's stacking those bales! Holy shit! Wow!
They need to go full on WWE. Let's get some desktop audio going. Which is nothing. Why is our desktop audio disabled? There. Desktop audio, go. Hear those announcers?
Yeah.
Like, this is extreme, come on.
Yeah.
He's got 2 bales of hay. Yeah.
Like, I don't know how he's gonna till the rest of this field and catch up to the other team. Holy shit!
Yeah,
oh, it's over for Team Asparagus.
If they don't do it justice, I think we should voice it over and be
Yeah.
like, oh no, he just picked up a bale of hay! Look out, Jerry!
Yep.
I'll be JR and you can be Jerry Lawler.
Yep.
We'll just scream at each other.
Have you ever noticed how,
He's gonna knock over the whole truck!
have you ever noticed how wrestling announcers never say, like, he hit him in the back with a chair? Like, they'll never be like that. And it'll be more like, and using a chair to the back of the rock. Like, it's always
To the
like
back! Yeah.
something to the. It's never just like, he hit him with a chair!
Prepositional phrases are.
That's the chair to the
phrases are-
back of John Cena.
Just a chair to the back!
Yeah, yeah, it's always to the back of somebody else.
When they get it, it's always, he just picked up, and then pause, a chair!
Yep.
Like,
And
gotta
in
have that
all
dramatic
my
pause.
years of sports commentating, I have never seen X like this before.
Like you saw it 10 minutes ago. No, I didn't. Mm-hmm. I've never seen anything like this. Yeah. Anyway, why is this open?
Because it's the most fucking
God. Oh, yeah. We're going to get into copyright for something. I don't know, probably this music. Mm-hmm. This is extreme stuff.
Why do we have a network error?
What? What? You guys still see us? It says network error.
We're better now?
All right. Let me know if you guys can see us. It says network error on our screen. Mm-hmm. Was that Skrillex? I don't know what Skrillex does anymore. It's Skrillex. God, that's. Who's that?
Yeah.
Is that the president?
Yeah. All right, move on.
No, I haven't watched this yet. Okay, I'm so glad we saw this. Mm-hmm. This is just wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Feeling great. Yep.
Okay, great. This is something that's been kind of true for the last few years. Hollywood has not been as big as the video game industry. Mm-hmm. Take us seriously, please.
We demand to be taken seriously.
Hey.
The Magician's Lines. Yeah.
One day we will be in power, but now we wait. Mm. Yeah. Cool, though.
Yeah. Speaking of, the next one is also a thing very similar.
Check that action. I'll let you do this one.
Also, as of 2018, tabletop games were leaps and bounds ahead of video games in Kickstarter campaigns. So, actual board games and RPGs and stuff like that have now taken over as the bigger Kickstarter thing between the two. Just to give you an idea of what's happening in video games.
I'm a scientist, actually, and I know the actual stats behind this. And
would you like some glasses to sound official?
Yeah, I suppose so. I'm putting them here.
Okay.
Okay, so statistics, yes. Mm-hmm. If you look at the numbers, you can clearly see that the age ranges most interested in board games are the age ranges with the highest income and also the highest rate of employment in technology jobs that pay over $50,000 a year. So they have more money to spend, even though they are a smaller group than the video gamers out there. They have more money to spend, and also they really enjoy putting their money into speculative projects because it gives them a feeling of contributing to something that's bigger than their shitty 9-to-5 office job. That was sign language for anyone out there. He's gone to school for 17 years.
Yep.
At a school locally called Signs of the Times.
Yep.
All 100% sign language, and if you're deaf, you can't hear me.
Yeah.
That's just the rules, right? Annoying delay of what you're saying, low volume, but I can hear it. What? Why is there a delay?
We're having all kinds of crazy...
So yeah, we got a network error a minute ago, but still going. Watch this. I'm going to start and stop super fast, see if it works. Any delay, anybody? Kids trolling?
It's just that one guy. We gotta stop.
Dude, I will grab you by the genitals and jump off the balcony. With him in my hand. That'll teach you, won't it?
Well, everything's fine. Moving on.
Oh.
Yep.
Should be fine. Resident Evil Netflix TV series.
Reportedly, yeah.
Reportedly, huh? Who's behind this? I didn't look at this. Who's making it? That's the only thing that really matters. Is it going to be scary or is it going to be silly?
I kind of hope it's silly, actually.
Really?
I wouldn't mind.
There's two schools of thought on this. A lot of people say, no, it needs to be dark and super scary. Like Resident Evil.
I think it would be funny if it was like Ash versus the Evil Dead level of,
but Resident
comedy
Evil,
and gore.
Resident Evil has never gone in that direction. They've always gone for, if it's not going to be, shocking, it's going to be gross. There's a lot of gross, ugh, that's terrifying because it's pussing and bubbling and stuff. That whole thing, I don't know. So who's making it? Where does it say?
I don't know.
Oh, well. Mia Jovovich should come back. Okay. Just because she's fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anybody else? What's this?
Oh, so this is something you should check out on Humble Bundle right now if you're looking for a good RPG series. Monty Cook, who makes very excellent RPGs. All the Numenera stuff right now, which is a really cool kind of post-modern day Earth kind of setting, future tech, but
if you play the Torment games, you know what it is, right?
Yeah. So
I didn't know there was that many books. Holy crap!
Yeah, he released this new Numenera series a couple years back, and
it's so many books.
A lot of fun. It's a really easy series and a really easy system to pick up. So if you're looking for some really cool role playing options, you can pick up a lot of content right now for really, really cheap on Humble Bundle.
I'm gonna have to get
definitely worth checking out.
I want to get it just so I can use it as reference material.
Yeah, Numenera is a really neat campaign setting. It's got psionics and magic and all kinds of other crazy stuff and old, rediscovering old world tech and things. It's neat.
I saw someone who kind of tried to sum it up by saying it's like Lord of the Rings in space with sci-fi, and I was like, maybe a little bit. I don't know. It gets out there with all that stuff. So yeah, Echo. Is the desktop audio still on?
I turned it off.
Maybe that's what
now
it
should be fixed.
Do we have volume over here? God damn it! There's a tiny bit of volume over there. I'm leaving.
Sweep, I guess I'm gonna say that 5W33P They did reboot.
What?
They did reboot. It's on Netflix.
What's reboot? That old robot thing?
Yeah, with
old,
Bob.
3D?
And, yeah, they
thing?
did reboot. It's on Netflix now, and it's about teenagers who can now insert themselves into the internet and say things.
Interesting.
I shit you not, dude.
Don't lie.
Dude, I shit you not.
This is probably the thing that's...
It's on Netflix.
The video gaming news that maybe the happiest this week, because I've been playing a lot of Divinity this week, is Pillars of Eternity 2 adding a turn-based combat mode.
Yes, that was the only thing it was missing.
Yeah. And I've argued with a few people about whether or not this is the right direction, and I think, you know what? It's the best for everyone. You can do whatever you like.
Yeah.
If you don't want to play turn-based mode, just play regular mode. It's still a thing. But if you want to slow down the combat, be more tactical, and let each character go, take their full turn, and then have the next character go, you can do that now. So I think a lot of this is because, Divinity was way more successful, even though this was a great game. Divinity posted some numbers, and they're like, you know what? People seem to like that Divinity combat. Maybe that's it, or maybe they just maybe they just like the turn-based feel of tabletop. I don't know.
Yeah.
So.
Sweet man. If it's on Canada, I'm sorry, you're not getting Bob's Burgers or Reboot, which is a little odd because the reboot was made by a Canadian company.
Really?
Yeah.
So I'm going to be replaying this or playing this. I didn't even I got through the first little bit, and I was like, started
Don't
playing
worry,
Divinity.
Pirate. You're good. We like you. You're fine. Yeah.
What? Someone need a hug?
No. Yes. No.
They're not going to get one, but do you need it? Because if you need it, I'll say nice things until you get over it. I'll say nice things
knock it off.
I'll say very nice things like deal with it and learn to fucking cope
and just move on.
Yes. Cope like a Canadian, would
Yeah.
you?
So Sweep. Speaking of things you can't see on Netflix, Netflix is so tired of Canadians complaining that they took Bob's Burgers off of it that they've actually gone out on their Twitter and just been like, Canada, stop. Just stop. They just can't handle it anymore because they are getting so many angry posts from people as being like, what the fuck, Netflix? We need this.
Okay, this is... unless they... Okay, maybe... I can't figure out what they're doing here. They either have a really dumb person working for their PR doing their Netflix, or maybe this guy wants to see Bob Burgers back. That's my theory. My theory is the guy who's doing the Twitter and Netflix Canada, he wants to see Bob's Burgers back, so he's pretending to be like, guys, leave us alone, when actually he knows that this tweet is just going to incite 1,473 people to go insane. And I guarantee you, if you look at the comments on here, it's just going to be like...
Oh, yeah, it's all people being like, I really, 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 really want you to put it back on.
Yeah.
Shit like that, yeah.
There you go. And you really need Bob's Burgers back. That's all it is. Yep, it's just... That's exactly what happened.
What did you think was going to happen?
Please, yeah.
Yeah.
Stop ignoring our customers, Netflix. So that's my theory. The theory is the dude really, really wants... Bob's Burgers back.
But
and doesn't want to pay $7 for a VPN or whatever. Come on.
Apparently. So first off, I read this article and then was like, what are they complaining about? It's on Hulu, and I discovered that you can't get Hulu in Canada unless you have a VPN, which kind of sucks. But also, the content that Netflix carries is not 100% in their control. Fox and things like that as companies have usage rights and things like that they put out places, so that's why they moved it all over to Hulu, because they Hulu bought the streaming rights to it and stuff like that, so they kind of have to fall victim to what the companies work with them.
Hey, we want to answer some questions. We got some questions from the audience here.
Yeah, do we have
If
questions?
you guys want to ask questions, go over to Twitter. Let's put the damn link in here. I may answer some of these at Skeletor. Post questions there. We're going to answer them right now. Get to it. First
question
is going to be from Barnacle because he's way more popular than Brad Hutchinson.
Oh, who the hell is Brad Hutchinson?
Barnacle says, is it true that you wear bracers because without them your wrist would explode and take out a small populace? That is a rumor. That is a vicious rumor that's been spread throughout the upper echelons of the tech world. Whenever I go to events, I see other YouTubers and content creators who think this about me and they want to stand back. Really, what happened was I punched a guy when I was drunk in Saskatchewan.
Yep.
And I was wearing my braces at the time.
It was ridiculous.
And he happened to have a mouthful of fireworks.
Like you do in Saskatchewan.
Well, he was on a dare and I was drunk. And he had this mouthful of fireworks. And he mumbled something and I thought he said something else and I hit him and his mouth exploded. And since then, Barnacles, people like you have gone online and perpetuated this heinous rumor that I have to wear bracers or else my wrist will explode.
He's not like Super Saiyan power training or anything where he has to use the bracers to hold his power back. But maybe a little.
How heavy is this thing?
What?
Oh, he's full of water right now.
Yeah.
I watered him a lot today. See if we can get him up here on the desk.
Yeah. Let's see. Why do you continue to hold Doug hostage and keep him from taking his true form?
Look, he's all full of water right now.
He's just guys. We just watered him. Let's.
Can we let him drink in peace?
Yeah. God. You have such high expectations for Doug.
Look at him. He's huge.
Yeah. He's been doing great. Look how big and full of leaves he is.
Doug is no longer a tree. He's a goddamn forest.
There's some dead ones here, but they just fall off and decompose and turn back into nutrients for himself. Whatever.
It's making me nervous. I've got Doug. He's fine.
Yeah, we just have a bunch of electrical equipment here in a plant that's spilling water.
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah.
So now, he's going to grow into my covert hiding place from where I will jump out and explode my wrists into people.
Yeah.
Soon. I can smell that soil. It's delicious. All right, putting Doug back. He's a one-tree forest. He's got no time for any bullshit. I'm just going to set him down here on top of this power strip. There's water spilling everywhere.
That sounds good.
Yeah. All right, so what else we got here?
Let's see.
What's up? That was Brad's, okay.
Do you like cookies? No.
What kind
I
of
love
cookies?
cookies.
I'm very picky. I'm one of those, like, whenever anybody asks that, I'm like, what kind?
Yeah.
What kind of cookies?
This wall of text here? Okay.
All right, so how long can you go?
How low can you go?
Low? Oh. I don't know. How low is your mom?
Oh, take that, everyone.
Yeah.
All served at once.
Got him good, didn't I?
Yep, you got him, man.
I'm not going to sleep well tonight because of that. Feel bad about doing it.
I insulted someone's mom. What's wrong with me?
What's the coolest thing going on with IoT nowadays? I just like being able to set up a little private area and control your lights and shit like that. I don't like to use the Internet of Things that much. Internet of Things devices. They're especially not the ones that are connected to Google and Amazon and all that shit where you run around and have that speaker in your room where you ask it to do things and stuff.
Yeah, it's creepy.
We can't find the remote for the fog machine.
Yeah.
Who took it?
Which one of you guys came into our office, took the fog machine remote?
I'm sick of this garbage.
Pistol, do you have our fog machine remote? Did you take it?
Any more? Show more replies. Do you like cookies? That's it.
Yeah.
So that's all, guys. No more questions and answers.
Yeah. I guess.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. You guys don't even have questions.
It's whatever. Vaping problem? No, I've never vaped. It's not my thing, you know?
No,
It's for people who want to vape.
Yeah.
Obviously. All right, let's see what's going on in Portland.
Yes, time for
we got any machetes?
the hot mess that is Portland.
Talked to him last night. Just woke up and found his nose broken and some teeth missing.
Caller doesn't know how it happened, but wants to report it to the police.
So he woke up with a broken nose and missing teeth. Calls the police. I have no idea. Sure. What are they going to do? Like, where were you? And look at the security cam footage, maybe, I guess? I don't know.
Oh, here we go. Police to residents on Southeast 18th. Elderly caller would like to turn in her gun because she is too old for it now.
Are you ever too old for a gun?
I've outgrown my gun.
I'm too old for this thing. Really? That's weird. Hope it's a bazooka. Report of a female subject throwing rocks at cars. That's mean.
Report that a possible high male subject broke out a train window that may have been angry at his hallucination.
What was he on? I want to know. We need to know these things. We need the details. Come on, people. Because then we can figure out what to get. These are all recommendations, These are reviews for drugs. Any machetes going on this week, or are we out of luck?
I don't see any.
Aha!
Oh, here we go.
Right there in the middle of the page.
Police to North Interstate and going call reporting of 2 transients beating a small dog. Caller confronted the transients beating the dog, and they threatened caller with a machete and swung it. I hope they fucking murder those guys.
Where is he? What time was this? 4:18 p.m. It's 4:57.
Oh, man, we need to go beat up some people.
If I see someone with a dog, I will...
Yeah. No, Nope. I feel bad about even reading that.
Yep. I'll go find that person and turn him into jam.
Yeah.
Like give his mother a
that's
jar.
That's how you get instantly wrecked.
Give his mother a jar of
face punch.
This is your son Claude. And this is Claude Jam.
Yeah.
There's what's left of him.
All right.
Touch a dog. Sorry.
Yeah. We have a request from someone to read a wall of text earlier up in the line.
In Skeletor voice? Is this worth reading in Skeletor voice?
I don't know.
So we'll finish the show in that case if it is.
Yeah, why not?
All right, you guys are getting what you want this time.
Yeah. All right. So
don't ever ask for it again, and I won't have it happen.
All right.
All right. If you guys are wondering what we're reading.
Yep. You can't see because we still never fixed the... We have yet to fix the chat showing up in our stream.
Oh, it's not?
I don't think so.
Oh.
So, Mike Hickey, 95, also known as Michael Hickey, 95.
He's not fooling anybody.
Yeah. Michael. Hey, if any one of you are looking for any last-minute gift ideas for me, I have one. Gotta keep it scrolled down there, else I can't read it.
Well, you can see it right there, right?
Yeah, but...
What?
I like Frank Shirley, my boss, right here tonight. I want him brought from his happy holiday slumber over there on Melody Lane with all the other rich people, and I want him brought right here with a big ribbon on his head, and I want to look him straight in the eye, and I want to tell what a cheap, lying, no-good, rotten, flower-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant blue. That's all it says. There's nothing after that.
What's a blue?
I don't know.
Good.
Maybe he was trying to say boob, as in you boob.
No, it's blue.
You bloob.
All right, you bunch of blues can go do something else now. You're released from the meeting.
No, there's more.
There's more.
Oh, excuse me.
Well, fine. Just wait until this is over.
Oh, okay. Oh, blue was actually short for blood-sucking, dog-kissing. That's not an insult. Dogs are great. Brainless, dickless, hopeless, hotless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is. Hallelujah! Holy shit. Where's the Tylenol?
See you guys in the funny papers.
My God. This man sounds like he's an amalgam of terrible things put together to somehow assemble a human.
I love you guys too. Goodbye.
Bye.